You're sick.
Okay.
Okay.
Ah.
Hi everyone. This is so awkward.
We're not that sickly.
No, we're not. I think this is what I'm most nervous about, is that people are going to think that we're
Rude.
Yeah, but we're not actually rude. This is really awkward.
We're awkward. We're actually awkward.
Yeah, but I think it's just because this is very new. Even though we post a lot on Instagram, I'm trying to be really professional. It's just not working. We are making a video
Finally.
because a lot of people have been asking us to do it.
We wanted to do it forever.
Yeah.
I think we've been texting each other about this for a good few years.
And we were just like, let's just do it. I mean, it was the same thing with Instagram as well, though. Because
we just did that.
Yeah.
We were like, let's do it.
We were a bit like, oh, should we do it? Should we not? We weren't sure if people were going to like us.
And we made lots of really nice, like a lot of friends on Instagram who have all been really lovely.
Everyone said that we should do this. If it goes awfully, then no one's going to see it.
It's just fun as well. Like, we'll have these to look back on.
I think it's mostly as well, obviously we're going to Disney this year and we wanted to record it anyway. So we would have done that. We might as well actually do something with it. We decided today that we were going to do a Disney tag. That obviously there's
kind of put the questions together.
There's loads of these everywhere, so it's not an original idea. If you want to do it as well, please feel free. The questions are pretty basic. It's just basically trying to get to know us a little bit better.
We'll probably go off on tangents.
Yeah, most people on Instagram know most of these things about us, and I'm assuming most people that are watching this are from our Instagram, but obviously we can go into a bit more detail on here, so we thought we would do that.
And before we start, our ears.
Oh yeah, they're both from Imagineers UK.
Yeah,
love them.
They are fab.
The first question that we're going to answer is our favourite classic film. So we've sort of done sections so that it's not just favourite Disney film. This is classic as in original, kind of not princess, not Pixar, nothing like that, just classic film. So what's yours? Or do you want me to go first, because I know mine? What is it?
I don't know, because we were talking about this earlier. I didn't know if Hercules classic.
Oh yeah, no, I think that's a classic film.
Yeah?
I think that, yeah.
Let's go back.
Okay. So favourite classic film, what's yours?
Hercules.
Good choice. Can't go wrong with that film. Why? Any reasons?
I really love the music in Hercules.
Truth.
And I really love him. I think he's
I think it's so underrated.
I feel like he should be classed as a prince.
True. I think it's so underrated.
I also think, yeah, I really love Hercules. And Hades is my favourite villain, which
True.
I think is a question.
Oh my god. Yeah, no spoilers, but that is a question. My favourite classic film is Pinocchio. I think that's a bit of a controversial one because not many people talk about hate it. My mum doesn't like that film at all. I think the reason why I love it so much is because I just think it's so magical. It's so
it's
Disney.
One of the classic.
And it reminds me so much of Disneyland Paris because Pinocchio is everywhere. And I just love Disneyland Paris. So Pinocchio is definitely my favourite. Love the songs, love the character.
Princess film.
Okay, well mine is
I have 3.
easy. Okay, do you want me to go first then?
Yeah.
Okay, mine's Princess and the Frog. I have been obsessed with that film since I watched it in the cinema. I just think it's the best princess film. The music is sick. The characters are sick. It's just the best. And isn't it the last animated film before they started doing the 3D kind of animation? Because obviously I think it was Tangled that came out after that, princess-wise, which is still a great film. Not bashing Tangled, but Princess and the Frog I just think is the best film. I love Tiana, I love Naveen, I just love it. So yeah, Princess and the Frog is my favourite. Yeah,
Princess and the Frog is in one of my top 5, but 3, and they're for different reasons. The first one is Beauty and the Beast, which I think everyone knows, but that's the oldest one. And then Little Mermaid, but again that's kind of they're quite old.
Yeah.
And then Tangled, which is new, so I can't really choose because I think they're all so different.
Yeah.
So they're my top 3.
This is my favourite question! Favourite Pixar film? You can answer that first.
It's Monsters Inc. And again, that's something that I've loved since I was little, and I think I've said this before on Instagram. So I was 4 when it came out in the cinema, and my mum and my brother took me to see it. And at the end, we all know what happens. I was screaming in the cinema, screaming, crying, so devastated from them saying goodbye to Boo. They had to drag me out the cinema, And ever since then, like, whenever I watch that film, I sob. I sent Taylor some Snapchats,
Yeah.
and she was like, "You're crying your eyes out."
Every
I cry
time you watch
every
it.
time I watch it. So I love Monsters Inc.
I do
so
love
much.
Monsters,
I really
Inc.
love Monsters Inc.
That is a classic. Anyone that does follow us on Instagram or actually knows me at all will know that Toy Story is obviously my favourite Pixar film. I have just like this massive like this is my heart, and like all of it is dedicated to Toy Story. I just love it so much. I don't even know why. It's just the best film in the world. I'm like emotionally attached to Woody for some reason. I feel like he's my best friend and I just love him. I just love Toy Story. I don't even know what else to say. It's just the best. So Toy Story is obviously my favourite. If I had to be really specific, it would be Toy Story 2.
Yeah, it's my favourite.
I'm so excited for Toy Story 4. I can't. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I love them all, but Toy Story 2 I would have to say is my favourite. Oh, favourite Marvel film.
I think I should be excluded from this question.
Let me just give a little debrief. We are both massive Marvel fans and Star Wars, but I'll get onto that in a minute. Both massive Marvel fans. Since Disney bought Marvel, it's been such like a relief because you can just enjoy everything in one place. Excuse you. And obviously you can meet characters in the parks.
You know, when you cough and your eye waters.
Yeah. So obviously we had to include a Marvel question because it is Disney. Do you have an answer or shall I go first?
I don't think I've got an answer.
Okay, well, my favourite Marvel film is Spider-Man Homecoming. Specifically, Spider-Man Homecoming because Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man, in my opinion, and is the love of my life, actually. I just think that he's the best. I loved that film.
Yeah.
Honourable mention is going to go to Thor Ragnarok because I
was gonna say I've probably got a few.
Loki is my second favourite Marvel character. He's my favourite Marvel villain, if you count him as a villain, which I do, because then I can say Spider-Man is my favourite hero, and then Loki's my favourite villain. And then I'm going to say Guardians 2 is another honourable mention, because it's just, those films are the best. I just love them.
That's so good.
They're so good. What about you? Got an answer yet? I basically gave 3, so you can give like 3.
Painful.
Yeah. It is.
This is really.
This is a touchy subject at the moment.
I'm going to start by saying that Endgame, I think, is the best Marvel film.
Definitely the best Avengers film.
I think that's their best one.
Oh, it's just mad. If you haven't seen it, you need to go and watch it.
I think, yeah. I think Thor Ragnarok is one of my favourites.
Very true. Very good film. So funny.
Guardians 2 again. Spider-Man.
Obviously.
Then what were my we spoke about this not long ago. Because I really had to think about it.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel, obviously.
Obviously.
So there, Captain Marvel, Thor, Guardians... Wait,
Spider-Man?
Captain Marvel, Thor, Guardians, Spider-Man, and...
Endgame.
Oh, Civil War.
Oh, okay.
Civil War is one of my all-time favourites. Endgame and Infinity War, I think, are on their own little tier.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's like your favourite thing in the world, so you need to have more than just one answer. You could
couldn't
never pick.
I really couldn't pick.
It's just not possible.
That make me really unwell.
I know what the next question is without even having to check. And it's favourite Star Wars film.
I'm not even saying film hungry.
Okay. So favourite Star Wars film is the next question, in case we cut that out.
Mine is Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, these are obviously counting the films that, like all of the Star Wars films, not just the ones since Disney bought it. This is just like a general kind of thing.
My
'cause
favourite.
It is owned by Disney.
Yeah.
Empire Strikes Back is a very good film. My favourite, personally, is The Last Jedi. I know that not a lot of people like that film, and they're all wrong, because it's the best film in the world. But for Star Wars, for me, I love more than anything the new films. I love the characters and the cast. I would die for Kylo Ren. We all know this. I'm not even going to start talking because I'll probably cry. I just love him and I love those films. Favourite underrated film? I kind of have 2. Do you want to go first?
Mine is a Goofy movie.
Same.
And literally, that film's really special to me.
Yeah, I agree. I would say that a Goofy movie is probably my second favourite, but Who Framed Roger Rabbit is my favourite. Do you know how hard it is to say that? Oh yeah, I have got a tattoo of Roger Rabbit. Which you can... Oh. We can edit that.
You literally got that how long ago?
I think it's like been over 2 weeks. But I love it. I love him. I love Jessica Rabbit. I just love that film. I think yeah, orange. Am I really bright?
Maybe we need to...
Hold on, let me just...
That's better.
Is it? I still look really... Maybe it's just because I'm pale. I really love that film, and I do love a Goofy movie because Max Goof was like the love of my life when I was like 5. And he still is, so... Sorry if that's a bit weird.
When you told me this, I fancy Max Goof, and I was like, I did.
Oh yeah, okay, good. I was a bit like, I feel
I
like a
swear a lot of
weirdo.
people find it weird to fancy cartoons, but I love and am in love with several.
Simba from The Lion King.
I mean, it's not as weird, but I'm in love with Flynn Rider. Like,
Oh no, he's like a human. Simba's
That's
a
what I
lion.
mean.
Now I look like a
What's
weirdo.
that?
Now I look like I
No, you
need to be
don't.
locked up.
No, you
Thank
don't. I don't think you do.
I used to oh, I'm not gonna say that out loud. Actually, that's really embarrassing.
Hey.
Sally from What's to Think.
Oh,
Just something about him.
Yeah.
What a guy. Oh, I'm gonna get actually removed from the internet because that's probably not allowed. Top 5 favourite characters. I have put on here, including Marvel and Star Wars.
Can I just say,
Do
I
I-
think I've had about 500 double chins in this
No,
video.
that's fine. I look really pale,
I keep doing this.
so it's because you're getting excited.
I
If
know.
I move back, does it make it worse?
I don't know. I think
I think it
closer
looks
is
better. It's closer. Yeah, but look, then I go. Oh, do you know what? Just
I think that's a good one. Bit
yeah,
closer.
that's fine. Just look at my ears instead because
Right.
they're the star of the show. Let's be
Got the
honest.
same bow.
Yeah, I know. Oh, look at us. Top 5 favourite characters. I did put on here, including Marvel and Star Wars, but you can do it separate if you want. I'm not going to be offended. I just can think of 5, including them.
You can go first then.
Okay. Well, they're all boys because they are. Including Marvel and Star Wars. This isn't in like in a particular order because I think that that's being too
That's
specific.
hard. That's really hard.
Kylo Ren, that is actually in order. 'Cause
That
he's
is
my
number
favourite.
one.
Kylo Ren is always going to be number 1. Spider-Man, Peter Parker, whatever way you want to say it. Roger Rabbit, love him, what a guy. Max Goof, love him, what a guy. And Woody from Toy Story. I mean, there's millions and millions of options I could have picked, but if I'm going to put it down to 5, it's got to be them. They'd make a great team, I think.
I don't know how to do this.
You don't have to do it, you know,
I feel
as
like I wouldn't
specific
make
as what I
order.
did.
Because my favourite Star Wars character has always been Han.
Love him.
That's Star Wars.
Marvel. This is just hard
I
for
don't
you.
think Marvel's too hard actually. Marvel,
Captain Marvel,
Spider-Man, Thor, Captain Marvel,
Iron Man.
Steve Rogers, and Tony Stark.
Good answers. Oh, but what about Star-Lord? Drax. Oh no. I love Star-Lord because I just love Chris
I
Pratt,
do,
but
yeah.
Drax is like your
yeah.
fave.
I love Drax.
Yeah, honourable mention to Drax.
I think
you know.
I think they are my top favourite 5 though, because I love a lot of them for different reasons, but them 5 being like
My favourite.
the star of my show. Okay, so I love Stitch for one. I absolutely love Stitch. I feel like he's a bit generic too, but I love him. Yeah, Max Goof is one of them.
I mean, does Jack Skellington count? Because you do love
Jack.
him. I mean, I love him as well.
Jack, Stitch.
Sully? Mike?
Who did I say?
Buzz?
I love Maui.
I was just about to say Maui,
I really
actually.
love Maui. I think he's so funny.
Yeah, and then
There's
you
a
feel bad.
lot. There's a lot, but I tried to narrow it down.
I think that's as narrowed as you're going to
Yeah.
get it.
There's quite a few.
Oh, favourite park to visit. Well,
Does
fun
this
fact.
mean- Oh.
Well, I'm just going to say I've only ever been to Paris, so I'm going to obviously base it off of that. So my favourite park to visit is Paris. I'd love to go to any of the other parks, but out of the 2, I actually think my favourite is the Studios park.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
I do agree.
But then I do absolutely love Discoveryland in
I
the
feel
main
like
park.
I like walking around Disneyland Park
Yes.
more.
I think
like
the
the
rides-
rides in Studios is better.
And the shops.
Mm.
For actually doing stuff, I prefer the Studios park.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I
I'm going to
agree.
say the Studios park in Disneyland Paris. But I think if it was like, if I'd been to other like parks in different countries, my favourite would probably be Hollywood Studios in Florida. Because Toy Story Land, Star Wars Land, that's opening soon, which isn't actually there yet. I just think that would be my favourite if I went, but obviously I'm going off of what I've actually done.
My favourite park, my favourite parks are in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I've like been going
Yeah.
since I was little, and it's a bit
Magic
more,
Kingdom is like
there's a lot
unreal.
more going on, which is the truth,
Yeah.
but it is a lot busier. My favourite parks are actually Hollywood Studios and Animal Kingdom, but I find that I love Epcot as well, but Epcot is purely because of Figment, and I'm not going to pick a park because of one ride.
If you could spend the day with any Disney character, who would it be?
Wait.
I'm going to say not Marvel and Star Wars, because otherwise it's obviously going to be Kylo Ren or Spider-Man. But we don't need to talk about them again. Well, I think I would pick Nick Wilde from... Is it Zootropolis or Zootopia? Because we have Zootropolis over here. But in America
I
it's
think
Zootopia.
it was released as one, and then they changed. I don't know. It got a bit
Yeah.
confusing, didn't it?
Well, Nick Wilde from Zootopia, I'm going to say, because I think that's
You have a great time.
Oh, I just love him. I would put him in my favourite characters, but there's not enough room. I just really love Nick Wilde. I think he's great. I'd like to spend the day with him. That's it, really. That's as simple as it is.
Actually, I have two, but they're completely different forms of characters, so
Okay.
I am going to say both. Flynn Rider,
Good choice.
because I feel like he'd be really fun.
True.
And then Hades,
Okay.
because he's like the sassy villain, and he's
Mhm.
like my favourite villain, so a villain and a non-villain.
Okay.
That's who I'd spend the day with.
I think that'd be quite fun, actually. Flynn Rider's also very fit.
I feel
so
like Flynn has a very Hades personality.
they'd probably get on, actually.
They probably would get on.
We could make it happen. Favourite park snack? This, for me, is very easy. In Paris, it's called the Pineapple Whip,
It's
isn't
incredible.
it? It's not a Dole Whip.
I think that's
it's not the same
that's
thing.
my favourite in Paris.
They are unreal. It is essentially a Dole Whip, I'm assuming. It's the same thing. Pineapple,
More or less,
like
yeah.
syrup, and soft
Delicious.
serve ice
It's
cream.
incredible.
When I think about it, I get a bit sad because I can't just eat it, now. Also,
do all
Casey's
the
hot dog.
Yeah, they,
With cheese
I've had one in
and
Florida,
onion.
and they're
Oh!
incredible.
They're so good.
It's
Oh
my
my
favourite
god.
in Paris. My favourite in America are the Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah.
I could live on them.
What about Paris? Would you say Pineapple Whip?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh my god, they're
There
so
wasn't-
good. But anyway, no, I think that they're good options. I'd eat them right now if I could have one. Oh my god, Pineapple Whip's just unreal. If you could live in any Disney film, what would it be? I actually thought long and hard about this because I just think there's so many options.
Yeah.
Your answer was actually really good.
Yeah,
But I think mine would be Zootopia.
I think that's a good one.
I just think it looks cool.
It does look cool.
And it would be quite fun to live there. It's very colourful and bright and yeah. I wouldn't mind
Mine's
being
the
a
opposite.
resident. Yeah, go on then.
I'd pick The Nightmare Before Christmas and live in Halloween Town.
I think that would be so... I would actually think that's a really good answer. I would
That's
definitely live
literally
there.
my ideal place to live.
I love that. I would live
I'd
there.
fit in perfectly there.
We both
No
would,
sun.
because we're vampires.
Honestly.
I think that's a really good answer. Doesn't
Apparently I
it?
look like Judy. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Apparently
Judy Rabbit, wasn't it?
Yeah. I didn't really see that.
Yeah, no,
but-
Judy Hopps. I know. Do you know what? I think you've just got Disney eyes. You could put any character there, and it's like the same thing.
It's quite funny.
I don't think that's like a bad thing. I had to name a child
Ooh.
after a Disney character.
Should
What
we
would
do
it
a
be?
boy and a girl? Or
Well,
do you only have one?
I don't think I've got a girl. I can't think of a
No,
girl.
I've got a girl.
Okay.
I don't know if you're gonna like it.
Oh, okay, I'll tell you if I don't. I actually have a baby name list. I'm sure everyone's got one of these. I think it's just a thing that people do. I would never expose all of the names because I want to keep them so that no one else can have them. But I have always loved the name Woody. I just think it's so cute, and obviously because Woody's one of my favourite characters, it would just work really well. Also, really love the name Gideon, which is obviously in Zootropolis, Gideon Grey, the little
I like
fox.
that.
I think that's really cute. So I think those would be my two favourites. I can't think of a girl's name.
So my boy's name, I've said this for years.
I love this. I think it's
because
cute.
I feel like it could be formal and people aren't gonna laugh at him at work, but then he'll
Love
have a
that.
nickname.
Love that thought.
Sullivan.
Love it.
So
I
we
think
call him
that's so
Sully,
cute.
or he could be Sullivan.
I think that's really cute.
I
Obviously
mean,
after-
I've told this to people before, and they're like, "That's his surname," and I'm like,
No, it's not. Not anymore.
I'm like,
That's a
and
really
then
cute name.
the girl's name that I really really love.
I'm really intrigued.
I don't want to say it.
Go on.
because I don't think you're gonna like
I
it.
will tell
And
you.
to be fair, I don't think I'd actually use it because it's one of them that I think she'd get picked on a little bit.
Right.
Or she might not get picked on, or people would always comment on the fact that you're named after a Disney princess.
Aurora. I love that name.
Aurora's my
I
favourite
love
one.
that.
And I would have it, but I feel like
I think
people
that's
would
really
laugh.
pretty. No, I think it's
I
pretty.
love Aurora so much.
I kind of have a girl's name actually. If we're going to include Star Wars, Rey is my favourite girl's name.
yeah.
Actually, I mean, I love it as like a first name, but I would put it in the middle. I just think it goes with
I like
any
Ray.
first name.
My cousin's middle name is Ray.
I think Ray just goes with like everything. So there's a girl's answer as
There's
well.
some
But I really
names.
like Aurora. I think that's so cute.
I love Aurora.
She's not my favourite princess.
No,
I like the name. Favourite time of year to visit the parks? I've got two, really. I love going in the blazing heat, even though it can be a bit uncomfortable and draining. I think it looks so pretty.
I agree.
When there's sun out in Disney, can't beat it. You just can't beat it. It's just the best.
Yeah.
But also Christmas. So magical at Christmas. You haven't been at Christmas? You would love it.
No.
But Christmas at Disney, any of the parks, but especially Paris, there's just something about it that makes it feel really like homey.
Yeah, and I've
cozy.
seen it. I think in vlogs it always looks
It's very
amazing.
cozy. I think that's the right word. So yeah,
I mean,
summer or Christmas for me.
I've only ever done like summer.
You're gonna die at Halloween.
Halloween has always been like the top of my list.
You're gonna die.
And I'm doing Halloween for like 2 of my trips, which is amazing.
Technically 3.
Yeah.
All of your trips are basically Halloween because
They
we're
are.
going the day after Halloween.
Oh yeah.
Not the day after, but like
Few
the
days.
weekend after.
Yeah, Halloween is my I think that's going to be my favourite.
And
I have always done summer.
I love
Yeah.
summer. Good option. I mean, any time of the year. Next question.
Favourite sidekick.
Favourite sidekick. Oh, I know mine.
Have I
Oh, there's actually a few for you. I'm thinking of more for you than me. My favourites are... I love Lewis from Princess and the Frog.
Yeah.
I love Ray from Princess and the Frog. I also love Olaf.
I love Olaf. I don't know. I feel like I've said this before.
That's why you said
I did it
Olaf.
on a
Stitch
story.
is kind of a
No.
sidekick, no?
I feel like they're a
Mushu?
duo. Mushu is one of them. I've done this
You've
in one of
definitely
our
said
story
this.
templates.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
You've said Olaf, I'm pretty sure.
I love Olaf.
And Mushu, I'm pretty sure you said that as well.
Oh, I think you're right.
I think I am right. I can't think of another
Olaf and
sidekick.
Mushu.
What's another sidekick? Well, I don't really know who qualifies as a sidekick. Because sometimes I think sidekicks are the same as like duos. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I think those two, Mushu and Olaf.
Yeah, they are really cool. And mine's probably Ray and Lewis and Olaf. But top 5 Disney songs. Oh. Okay. You've Got a Friend in Me from Toy Story. If I Didn't Have You from Monsters Inc. Remember Me from Coco. Gaston from Beauty and the Beast 2017. Oh, I don't know if I want one from the Goofy movie or the other one that I'm thinking of, which I've forgotten.
Eye to Eye is one of mine. Powerline.
Oh, okay. I don't know what my other one would be. I love Life is a Highway from Cars.
Rascal Flatts, yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of my favourite songs though. So I'm not
Maybe,
gonna include that.
is it On the Open Road from a Goofy movie? Is that the name of the song? Yeah, I'm going to say them. I listen to them all the time.
Yeah, so Eye to Eye
Mhm.
from Goof Movie. Zero to Hero.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Do you want me to list some films?
Almost
Okay.
There from Princess and the Frog.
Oh my god, I forgot Princess and the Frog. When We're Human is an
That's
absolute
I
tune.
listen to that all the time.
Oh, sorry, Princess and the
And
Frog.
Down in New Orleans, but
Yeah, there's so many.
there's one on the tip of my tongue. I See the Light, Tangled.
I was
That is
about to
probably
say
my
Tangled.
all-time favourite Disney song.
Beauty and the Beast?
And
Any in there?
yes, I was going for Beauty and the Beast. It's just which one? Belle.
Oh yeah, tune.
I like the second half of Belle though when she's in the field. That's like my favourite thing.
Oh yeah, that's so good. I think that's good options.
I'm
There's so many.
stressed.
There is so many
I'm
options
really stressed.
for songs. Love them.
Yeah.
Love them all. What's the last? Is that
I
it?
think that's all the questions.
I mean, we have been filming for 45 minutes, so we should
There's probably a lot we need to cut down.
we should probably stop. I was just trying to think, what other questions could I ask? And then I just looked at the time and realised that we need to probably condense this to like
20.
20
There
minutes.
probably is only about 20 minutes to be fair.
That's fine. We can definitely live with that. But I think we did all right for our first
You
try.
can let us know.
Hopefully people know us a little bit better. We basically just made a longer version of what we always talk about on Instagram.
Yeah.
So if that's what you enjoy, then
Let us know.
yeah, definitely.
And comment if there's anything you want to see.
We actually have been sitting here for nearly 50 minutes. But, you know, if you enjoyed it, then obviously let us know if you did. If you want to see more.
Subscribe.
Yeah, if you want to see more,
Like.
that would be great. And just let us know what you think, basically. Because obviously if it's something that people like doing, then we'll do more of it. And if you hate it, then this is the last you're ever going to see of us. So let us know either way.
Hopefully not that one.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to end it here. We hope you enjoyed. Please give us feedback. And I'm sure we'll see you soon.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
And we'll link all of our users below,
Mhm.
like our Instagram and things.
Perfect.